Hi, it's Jane here from craftwithjane.co.uk, and today I'm just bringing you some examples of my customer thank you packs that I send out to people when they order with me. So I wanted to show you this so that you knew what to expect if you did place a qualifying order with me, and if you use my host code as well. So I'm sending out, this is for orders that I receive in June. I am sending out a sample pack of this beautiful Design a Daydream Host Designer Series paper. So normally you would need to have a qualifying order. So I think for this one you'd have to spend over £150 to get this paper, and it would you could order it then as your Stampin' rewards. It's the only way you can get this paper. So for my customers, I have ordered it and got this pack. It's a large pack, and then I've cut it up into these sample packs of 6x6 paper. So you've got one piece of 6x6 of the 10 different designs of paper within here. So I'll send that out as a thank you gift for anyone placing a qualifying order with me. And then if they use my host code, I'm going to be sending them some reasonably coordinating embellishments, jewels, or so these sort of match the colour scheme. Just that I'll also possibly be sending some of these hexagon shapes as well, because they sort of match the colour theme that I'm going for as well. And then I'm making these cards as well to go out. So you get in the pack, usually you'll get either some gifted product like some Designer Series paper or handmade gift. Normally if you use my host code as well, you'll get a small product gift as well, and you'll often get handmade cards. So it tends to go out like this. I put in a little newsletter thanking my lovely customers and letting them know of any current promotions that are coming up or that we're expecting, and just a hello, how you doing communication little note in there as well. So that will go out as a bundle in a nice little envelope to every single person that purchases with me in June. So I just wanted to share that with you, and today I'm going to show you how I made the card and how I made the tag for the embellishments as well. So to make my customer thank you cards, I normally get one or two of these packs of basic white note cards, which have got an envelope and they've got a pre-scored note card inside, which is exceptionally handy because literally you can just run with a pack of them and make some quite cute cards, batch cards, quite quick. Just to let you know, for this project I'm using the Artfully layered die stamp set with the coordinating tropical layer dies, and this is one of my absolute favourite sets from the January to June mini catalogue. Now that mini catalogue, I think this video is going out Tuesday the 31st of May, and that mini catalogue is retiring tonight. So from 11 p.m. tonight there will be a retirement list. I think that this stamp set and dies are retiring. I don't know if they're reduced, but they are definitely retiring, and I love them. It's such a shame. I'm definitely going to keep these back in my stamp sets and dies that I keep back because I love them so much. Also, these are the adhesive backed hexagons, so these may be some of the embellishments that I'm going to be sending out as thank you gifts in June, providing I can get them, because I think these are retiring and I think they might be discounted, so I'm going to get quite a few of these to send out as my thank you gifts to my customers in June that use my host code. So if you do want to purchase anything from the January to June catalogue, it is a fantastic opportunity to get the products that are about to be retired, and there's some amazing savings. They range from 10% to 50% off, so do follow the links below and check out what's in the retiring list. But yeah, these are retiring. I don't think they're discounted, but I love them. So the beauty with this set is and you can see from the cards that I've shown you here, I've used this leaf die here, and you can do the same with this one here. And these will cut out effectively like an outer layer, but they leave a piece in the center as well. And we call this paper piecing. So effectively, I've got the outline of the die here, and I've used a different color cardstock then to piece in, to infill these bits just here. And this is what I'm going to show you today with this stamp set. So I've got my little bits all pre-done for you. So this is my card, which comes pre-scored, which I will just use my bone folder to There we go, to press down. So I have used the stamp set to just stamp a tiny bit of the leaf just in there for you. And I've done that off camera just to speed this process, the video up for you a little bit. And the same, I tend to decorate the flap of my envelope if I can. Same thing, I've just used the stamp to stamp in the 3 main colours that I'm using. And the colours that I'm using for this project, I wanted bright and summery colours. So I've used Fresh Freesia, Crushed Curry and Coastal Cabana. So I've got the cardstock for all 3 of them just here to show you. And I just thought they coordinated lovely. They went with the paper, they went with some of the embellishments, and I just thought they just look lovely and summery. So I'll leave that there and I'll pop that here. I've also used the cutout from the contour dies for my tag to go with my gift, which I decorate and write on the back of. So I think I've used this 3rd one just here. That comes with the colour and contour stamp set. So I've got that ready as well to go. Okay, so I've already die cut out a couple of these to show you. So I've die cut out those, and I've used some tear and tape on the back to hold them into place. But I just wanted to sort of show you what paper piecing is. So you can put that piece down here and then you just literally get your infills. This is a lovely example of one, and it's quite a easy one to use because it has only got 3 pieces, and often with paper piecing sometimes you'll have multiple tiny pieces that you need to be really careful to take off, and you can see that that looks really effective, doesn't it? So I'm going to show you how so I'm going to hold that one like that, I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to pop some glue on the back of it. So this is effectively one way you can do your paper piecing. So you can try and do it as a complete unit like I am doing here, and I'm just blobbing some glue on the back, and then I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put it on my card. So if I'm following the same design, I'm doing 3 cards. I'm using my grid paper to try and line them up a little bit. So I'm using 3 of these leaves, and I'm going to pop 1 there, and I'm going to press that down like that, and then I'm going to put 1 on the outskirts just here. So I've already put a little bit of tape on the back to keep this one in place. So I'll just remove the backing of that if I can. And then I will glue the side bits as well. So I've got a real tendency to overglue, so just be a bit more prudent with your glue than I am. So I'm going to pop a few dabs of glue just in the areas where I think it needs it. And I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to try and put that there, which I'm hoping, if I turn this to me, I'm hoping that sort of keeps it in line. I think it does as best I can. There you go. And then I have again popped a little bit of tear and tape on the back of here. Now this one I can't glue because I'm going to stick it up on dimensionals, but I'm going to try and place some of my dimensionals in the best area I can to continue to hold the form of the pieces of paper. So I'll just get a couple of these off. So I'm going to do 1 down the bottom, definitely, 1 over here, 1 over here, and probably 1 near the top as well. And then I'm going to take the backs off these. You could do 1 in the middle as well, but my tear and tape has gone through the middle. So, oops, I left that one behind. Thought I'd pulled it off. Have I pulled it off? Yeah, there you go. And then I'm going to try and line this one up in approximately the center and press it down. So now I'm going to use the thank you from the stamp set to put in the bottom corner just here. So right, to line this one up, I always struggle a little bit with my red rubber. So this is actually at an angle, the thank you, but the U is relatively straight. So I'm going to try and get the U to be lined up on my grid paper. Apologies if I'm leaning over. But I'm going to try and get the U lined up so that when I'm stamping, I know that if I get the paper straight, I know then that as best I can, I've tried to keep the sentiment in line with the grid paper. So I've tried to keep this bar in line with the grid paper. So we'll see how we fare. I don't always get this right, and that's fine because these are handmade cards. So I'm just going to use some of my Memento ink. So I'll just ink up my sentiment off camera. And you can see that that's inked up as good as I can get it. I've lined my card up. I'm lining my sentiment up as best I can. And I'm just gonna stamp and pray. There we go. So that is relatively straight, quite happy with that. I'm gonna do the same on here as well while I'm stamping. So I'm gonna line it up and I'm going to do this one a bit more centered, and there we go, that's fine, happy with that. They look about as straight as I can hope for. So on this one now, I think, do I want to do, so I could do the white with the infill like that, or I can do the purple with the white infill. So I think I'm going to do the purple with the white infill. So I'm going to try and piece this together and glue some bits on the back of it, if I can. Let's see how we, there we go. That's good. And I'll pop a few dabs of glue to try and hold it together. I'm going to try and be a bit more prudent with this one because as much as I said I wanted to try and not over glue the last one on the card, I think I did a bit. Right, okay, so then I'll turn this over. I'm going to do it at this nice little jaunty angle and I'm going to press down. There we go. So I've got a spare there, look, I can use that for a different project now. So I'll press down and then I'm going to get my card and my tag back out. And I'm going to use my hexagons to pop some embellishments on. So I put a little sticky on the back there to remind me these were a tie-in to make sure I used them. So what ones do I fancy popping on? I might put one of these, just, I want that down here, sort of around there. I'm going to pop that maybe there. There we go. Quite like that. So that is going to be my tag for, I'll just show you it on one of the projects. So that will look like that. And then I'll write a nice little message on the back to say, you know, thank you for shopping with me. This is your host code thank you gift if they've had a qualifying order with the host code used. So that's going to go on there, and then I'll pop a few on here, I think. I'm going to use another green. I think I'm going to do it up in this corner, and I might use a black next to it. Really should have got my pick tool out, so apologies here for using my fingers, but you can see you don't necessarily always need the tools. You can use your fingers, so quite like those two there. And then I might go for a pinky one down here. Where do I fancy this one going? About here maybe. There we go. Oops, didn't want to stay that one. There we go. And that is the thank you card and envelope with the tag. So this is today's project. I do hope that you've enjoyed. If you are considering purchasing from Stampin' Up and you don't already have a demonstrator, please do consider me. If you use a qualifying order, if you place a qualifying order with me and you use my host code, which you will find on my website, the links below, then I do send out thank you packs, and this is an example of my thank you pack for any orders that I receive in June. I would love you to like and comment on the video, and please consider subscribing as well. So I'm going to say remember the retirement list, guys, because that is starting tomorrow, and if you are interested in joining my team, do follow the links below. There's an amazing joining offer, but it does end at 11 p.m. tonight, so be quick if you do want to join my team. So I'm going to say bye for now, guys, and happy crafting.